Recognizing the booming culture of professional social media use for businesses, our team aims to seize this opportunity and optimize digital content creation through Ali, the artificial language influencer. With a total of 4.48 billion active social media users worldwide, our project pursues the goal of fully exploring this online network of potential customers whilst alleviating the challenge of producing fresh, relevant, and persuasive marketing content. We recognize that effective content creation is difficult, and thus, with Ali's utilization of generative AI and a virtual persona, we hope to both pique consumer interest and streamline content creation. To evaluate the enforceability of Ali, we conducted extensive background research on similar projects and found a successful example in the American market. Meet Lil Michaela, a bright-eyed, fun-loving 19-year-old virtual influencer obsessed with straight-cut fringes. On first glance, she looks no different from your average teenager, so it's hard to believe when you realize she's actually just CGI imagery created by Trevor Methedries and Sarah Deku. Launched officially in 2018, Michaela quickly rose to fame on the internet, garnering 3.8 million followers on her Instagram account presently due to her unprecedented concept and earning her parent company nearly 17 million AUD annually, as recorded by LinkedIn. Taylor essentially acts like an avatar and promotes products to her followers with pre-scripted social media uploads. However, Ali extends on the capabilities of Michaela, building upon the idea of an artificial celebrity by underlying the virtual avatar with a generative AI to conduct language processing of trending articles. Ali then extracts the suitable information to be used for promotional material and produces self-written marketing scripts to streamline content creation. This thus allows Ali to be more effective and efficient in business products and service promotions. Additionally, since this is an unprecedented marketing method in the Oceania region, we believe Ali could be pivotal in enabling large enterprises to better manage their customers. Diving deeper into how Ali will be implemented, we can split Ali's operations into two main areas, the generative AI and the fashionable CGI animated persona. Firstly, the generative AI will conduct two main operations, script writing and content designing. As mentioned above, all verbal content creation from Ali is produced through scanning for trending articles and extracting the most popular words or phrases to include in its own marketing scripts. Of course, only relevant topics will be analyzed in order to maintain effectiveness of promotions. This way, Ali can always capture consumer interest with up-to-date information and expand its loyal customer base. In terms of content designing, Ali's generative AI will be programmed to automate and learn the effective ways of arranging elements in an advertisement. This includes maintaining design principles such as balance and alignment, as well as emphasis and contrast to produce an effective and attractive composition. Finally, the generative AI is combined with a well-designed virtual avatar personalized for individual businesses as its front to become an online influencer, constructing a relatable persona to accumulate public interest and thus becoming more compelling during endorsements.
We use Amazon Web Services through our implementation of Ali. We implement a front-end interface using Amazon Amplify for interactions between clients, developers, and AWS. We will develop a web interface using JavaScript in conjunction with Amplify to ensure that we can tailor for each client's unique marketing needs appropriately. To gather popular trends, articles, and internet sensations relevant to advertising material, we utilize Amazon Lambda, which runs the API. After collecting this data, we employ Amazon Comprehend to extract key information that can be used for the client. For the client's natural language processing model and script generation, we utilize Amazon Bedrock as a foundation, or alternatively, we can employ GPT-4 built by OpenAI. Any gathered information and created material can be stored on Amazon's cloud servers, such as DynamoDB. The cost of digital marketing services vary depending on the type of service that the company needs and the size of the business. On average, traditional marketing costs ranges from 50,000 AUD to 206,000 annually. The company can also pay per project, which will cost around 6,400 to 10,000, or use social media ads. For example, Facebook costs around $30 to $145 per click, depending on the audience size and reach. According to the digital marketing statistics for 2023, the average local business puts 5 to 10% of its revenue towards its digital marketing budget, but for larger businesses, the number can climb to about 14%. This is why we aim to target large enterprises to decrease their costs in digital marketing. We project a constant development and maintenance cost of $200K. This figure is based on the cost of the AWS products used, local server hosting, the development of the model, and new employees that may have to be hired. If we expand it into creating videos for clients, we expect the cost to increase depending on the number of clients. This is due to how generative AI for video content is still new and will require animators and visual effects artists to help minimize the flaws that may be created by the model. In the initial stages, marketing costs will also be relevant in order to attract potential clients. Using the statistics found before, we project marketing to cost $150,000 annually in the first 2 years before lowering to 75,000 in later years, when Ali has developed a loyal customer base. So the cost for Ali in year 1 and year 2 will be 450,000 each and 275 onwards, with potential decreases if better technology is applied. Ali's revenue is dependent on social media influence and audience engagement. The higher attention it can gain, the greater value Ali is worth to clients who want to create their own unique avatar to sponsor and use to promote their specific products. We expect that for each Ali model on the market, a projected follower count of 50,000 in its first month could be achieved due to its ability to effectively target its audience, aligning with the growth trend of other successful virtual influencers found by Instra. Considering our service is for large enterprises with sufficient marketing channels to raise Ali's popularity, we project a 12.5% growth rate in the first 24 months before gradually stabilizing to 2.5% in the following years, bringing 205,000 and 845,000 followers in the first and second year respectively. Using marketing rates charged by virtual influencers with similar follower counts and engagement rate, we predict the client to be able to earn a total of 1.25 million in the first 2 years. So assuming this is to be the case, our team proposes that we charge 5% of this estimated revenue figure as our Ali model, subscription and maintenance fees annually, which would mean an annual revenue of around 62,500 each year for each Ali model in operation. Combining with our prediction of client subscriber trends of 5 clients in the first year, 15 in the second, we predict our total yearly revenue to be 312.5 thousand, 937.5 thousand, and so on as indicated in our graph.
In the timeline, our development of Ali is set to begin by the end of 2023. We aim to gain public interest in Ali from the beginning of 2024 and launch the service in New Zealand, followed by a subsequent launch in Australia by mid-2024. Then we also plan to implement a subscription service so we can track consistent users. Throughout this process, we will actively gather feedback from users to understand their experiences and identify areas for improvement. In mid-2025, we will analyze the collected feedback and plan for the necessary changes and updates, which we aim to implement in 2026. Our expansion strategy will commence further on, where we will develop video advertisement services and add premium subscription services, which will have additional features. There are 3 factors that will contribute to the success of this project, which are uniqueness, efficiency, and safety. Firstly, while virtual influencers are not a completely unique concept globally, this field is relatively unknown in Australia and New Zealand. By introducing virtual influencers to these markets, we anticipate starting a new trend and capturing the attention of audiences in these regions. Secondly, our project aims to not only use virtual influencers, but also generative AI to help make advertisement be conveyed efficiently. Traditionally, creating advertisements requires time and effort, coordination among various skilled individuals. The work includes arranging elements, selecting music, and crafting scripts. However, with the assistance of generative AI, which has learned from vast amounts of data, this process can be streamlined. Lastly, safety is a crucial aspect of our project. By using virtual influencers as advertisement models, companies can mitigate the risk of scandals that could negatively impact their brand image. Also, the advertisements generated through our systems will be plagiarism-free, eliminating concerns associated with legal issues. Future legislative implementations and lack of public trust are the 2 risks we believe the project will have. In the future, it is possible that legal rules may be implemented regarding the use of AI in creative work. Although the potential of future regulations affecting this project is low, it is important to stay informed about any developments in this area. If any regulations are put in place, it will be necessary to ensure compliance with the standards set forth. The other challenge will be the lack of trust from people in Australia and New Zealand towards virtual influencers. To mitigate the issue of low trust, it will be important to constantly expose the virtual influencers to the public in a positive manner. By regularly engaging with the audience through various social media platforms, collaborations, and meaningful content, it will increase the public awareness and build trust over time. This is it for a presentation about Ali, the artificial language influencer. Thank you for listening.